Last thing I want to do, and I hope I don't embarrass you, but I want our church to feel like it's a place that everybody's welcome all of the time. We're going to be a diverse church. One of the most prominent leaders in our community, if I said his name, everybody here would know, had a family member that because of the decisions that he made was incarcerated. And when he got out of jail, he was such a high-profile leader that he didn't even know what to do with his own brother because of the shame and the embarrassment and how do you integrate into society. But he called Mark, and Mark met with him. Mark tried to help. And so that's what you're involved in. But just as a testimony to the Lord and to all of us, if you have struggled with addiction within the last 25, 30 years, and by God's grace you are free, I want you to just raise your hand to heaven. Look around the room, okay? Many people. And for those that don't have their hands up, there's a young lady that's here today. I just saw her hand up. We helped her many years ago, and because of some decisions she made, she was incarcerated for another 5. As soon as she got out, she was right back into church. You say, well, I don't struggle with addiction. Well, let's talk about food for a minute. Because you'll never hear a pastor talk about that. Many of you are addicts to a drug. It's not something you shoot in your arm, but you have an inability to control what you eat, and you are dying because of it. Don't try to relegate addiction to these people over there. Some of you are struggling with that addiction, and by God's grace, you can get free. And we're praying about a solution to help with that. But we'll come back to that maybe next year. What was I talking about? Oh, giving. I want to encourage you to give. And as you leave speaking of addiction, we have like 300 and some soft pretzels outside. and low carb honey mustard.